Yes, I have no makeup on and I don't look good. That's because I've spent my whole day around my pool because it's really hot and I need to film this video. So let's get into it. Hi guys, it's Talisha and today I'm going to update you on Mango. I've had a lot of questions about Mango lately, asking where she is and if I was to be riding her, blah blah blah. As you guys know, I was riding her for my boss. She was very green and she was a very green young Brumby, and I was riding her getting her to a stage where he would be able to sell her, because he was obviously too big to ride her. She was a pony, smaller than probably about the same size as Milo. So, and his daughters aren't confident enough to ride her. So I was riding her so he could sell her. Some of you were telling me that you had seen Mango's ad, because yes, she was for sale. Let's just get to the point. She ended up selling. So yeah, I was always prepared that she was going to sell. I knew it was going to happen. I wasn't really expecting it so soon. He was selling her as a pony club mount, and so I thought it would take a little bit longer considering she wasn't quite there yet. But I didn't end up having much time to film videos with her recently. Reason being is because most of the time I was riding her in my lunch breaks at work, or I didn't have anyone to film for me, or I was just with my boss and, you know, I was riding with him, so I wasn't really going to ask him to film me riding her or take photos. So, yeah. But we ended up having someone come around and look at her, and I got her out of bolting because, as you would have seen, she used to bolt a lot. Every time I would take my feet out of the strips to get off, she would also bolt off. And after working with her and riding her for a while, she stopped her bolting. She learned how to slow herself down, and I got her used to me taking my feet out of the stirrups, and I'd like make heaps of noise with the stirrups because that used to be something she'd get scared of, the stirrup noise. And like when my feet would come out of the stirrups, when she bolted off, then it would freak her out even more and just make it worse. So I got her used to the stirrups and all of that. I got her to be able to slow down and be a decent horse. She was too young to jump, so obviously I didn't do any jumping with her, and she's not ready for jumping anyway. But she's, as I said, she's nearly 4, so she's not fully grown, so she's not developed to jump, so I didn't do any of that. My boss actually did offer her to me. I'm just going to tell you how much she was on there for, okay? He was selling her for $1,500, and he had offered her to me for $800 because I had been riding her and I'd got her to the stage where she's at before she left, so he thought it was only fair. And I did think about it. This was before I met Jep, when he offered her to me, and I was really considering it. But then I was thinking, no, I don't want to pony her size, because when she would have been fully grown, she wouldn't have been quite Jep's size, and she probably would have been close to 14 hand high, but not exactly, because she's probably about 13 too, something like that. I don't know, I'm just guessing. She's probably a bit taller than Milo, but as you guys have seen, she's actually grown quite a lot since you would have last seen her. So I was thinking about it. I was talking to my parents about it, but then I decided that if I was gonna buy a horse, I would have wanted her to be it to be bigger. I didn't want a 13, you know, hand high pony. I wasn't interested in that, and I'm really light, so I'm okay to ride her because I'm like really light and don't weigh much. But just my legs, because they're so long, it just kind of looked awkward as well. And for what I wanted to do, she wasn't suited for. Yes, with like heaps of practice and when she was older, she'd be perfect, she would. But again, it came down to the size. I was happy with her age because she was only 3. She was only like a bit over 3, but it was really the height that bothered me. So I was still considering it, and then Jep came into the picture. Jep was going to be like exactly like Mango, except Jep had already been educated and everything. It was just she'd been out of work for months. So my boss wanted me to come and work her, get the fat off her, and just get her going again because she'd been out of work. She was still perfectly good, and that's when Jep came along. So I was doing stuff with both of them, and then and I was still working both of them, and then someone came to look at Jep, and And then I remember I was going down to go and work both of them, and my boss texted me saying, oh, someone's coming to look at Jep today, like just to let me know. So I didn't work Jep that day because I didn't want her to be tired or anything when the people come and try her. And so then I went down and I just lunged Mango, and I didn't ride her because it was quite hot, and I just gave her a lunge, and yeah, she was really good. And that was the last time I ever saw Mango. And you guys are probably thinking, wait, didn't you say someone came to look at Jep? Yeah, someone came to look at Jep. What happened is the people came and looked at Jep, and they fell in love with her. And which I was like, no, don't sell her. I want her. Like, I just want to keep riding her. And they were like really wanted her. Apparently he said that they thought she was perfect for them, but they didn't have enough money for her. Yeah, and so then I bought Jep, and which I'm still so excited about. I love her so much. She's just perfect. Okay, my boss has 2 places, right? He has a place at the stud. So as you guys know, I work at a racehorse stud on the weekend. He has so there's a stud, and then he has his house, and it has his own paddocks and stuff, which is where Jep and Mango were, which is on the property. And he's got another farm which is about half an hour away, and it's like a full-on farm. It's a big farm. He's got a lot of horses there too. So he has 2 houses, and sometimes his horses will go back and forth, and I came, this is when I bought Jep, and I was still riding Mango and working her, and I came and I was like, I couldn't see her because I was going to ride both of them, and I was like, I called him, I was like, hey, where's Mango? And he was like, oh, I've moved her to my farm because I've got someone interested in her. And so, yeah, I didn't get to say bye to Mango, which was quite sad. But, you know, it happens, it's fine. I knew I couldn't have had her. It wasn't the right time where I could have had her and Jep, unfortunately. But that's fine. I knew it was going to happen. I wasn't too attached to her anyway. So it's like, of course I was, I liked her, but because I was in my head the whole time that I was never going to get to stay with her forever. It's okay. And I just wasn't expecting her to go so soon. But the people that tried her out were happy with where she was at, and they're going to take it from there and finish her education off, and when she's older she'll end up becoming a pony club mount for their kids. So that's fine. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope this video helped you catch up on what's kind of going on. Thank you for watching. I'll have a tack haul out next week because it's holidays and I spend too much money when I don't have any money to spend. So yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.